Right. Right. Yes. 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 So can you share with us also? I mean, obviously there are demands for tech talents
Yes.
in Malaysia today. So maybe you want to share a bit more on that front. Maybe some examples. What is MDEC trying to focus on in terms of
Sure.
talent? Are there any specific talent that you all are looking at? And yeah.
Sure. There's very high demand, but the demand is for quality, high quality, and for experienced tech talents. And I must underline quality and experienced talents. And this is often the challenge that fresh graduates face. When they come out, they find that they don't have the experience to work in a real world situation. So, for listeners of our session today, if you're planning to enroll your child or yourself in a higher education institution or even a training program, if you're switching careers or if you're upskilling, please check and make sure that it offers hands-on practice in real or at the very least simulated environments, because this is really important. We find sometimes we have so many graduates that may have computer science degrees but don't know how to solve a problem or don't know how to
Yeah.
code even in the language that is relevant
Right.
today. So I think that is that's where the demand is. And more specifically, you asked about certain examples, roles that we're looking at where there's high demand. I can share a few. The first one that we're seeing is, of course, experienced software professionals. So it's good to see on your webinars you'll be including things like Arduino and other areas like that.
Right.
And it's not just the developers, but even the UI UX designers. Because as more and more businesses go online, they're going to need to create websites and apps. And so the user experience, the user interface is going to be really important. And there just isn't enough good UI UX designers around in Malaysia today.
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, I think, and you see it now, right? I mean, you see businesses, government transacting more online, adopting more cloud-based solutions. And with that, cybersecurity is going to be top of mind, right? It is already top of mind. I mean, even Zoom, we read almost every day now about hacks, right? Hacking. And so cybersecurity is going to be an area that's really hot in terms of jobs.
Right.
Um, yeah, I mean, last year, even monster.com, which is the job portal, they reported zero unemployment for cybersecurity professionals, right? And I think the other area that we're going to see a lot of demand is in data. And when I say data, I don't just mean data scientists. I don't just mean data analysts. I mean, everybody needs to be familiar with data. We need to have more data-driven professionals, data-driven workforce. So allow me to just maybe explain a bit. If for example, if you're a HR professional, right? In the past, the way we do recruitment, the way we do performance management, is kind of old school in the sense that we are perhaps bound by whatever we have in our organization, right? But today, with the kind of capabilities out there around machine learning and the ability to collect data, say for MNCs, data across countries, across their markets, the ability to then benchmark that, there's so many tools at our fingertips that even HR professionals are going to be required to understand how to harness data to make better decisions, how to harness data to improve performance in an organization. And this is an area which is going to be important for everybody to learn, right? And yes, there will be a demand for the data scientists of the world and so on, but I think more so, the bulk of it are going to be just any professional. We're going to need to understand data, right? So if there are courses related to that, that's a good area to be upskilled in.